Hi, welcome back. In this lecture, we will start styling the home section. The objective in this lecture is to set the full screen background video for home section. Let us start styling home section for Solo website. This is the HTML markup which we wrote in last lecture, and this is the current view of home section inside web browser. Now it is the time to apply some style to home section. Before I start styling home section, I want to add some temporary space under this video element so we can enable the scroll bar for this browser window. I'm going to add some temporary space under this home section. I'm going to write comment, and the comment is temporary space. I'm going to put section element, and inside this section element I'm going to add some white spaces, and for that I'm going to use HTML break element. This will simply create an extra space under this video element. And now we can see the scroll bar for this browser window and an extra space under this video element. We will delete this extra space by the end of this project. So please go ahead and add this temporary space. Okay, now I'll start styling home section. I'll go to style.css. I'm going to write comment for home section. And the comment for home section is home, and we are going to write CSS for home section under this home comment. Okay, now I am going to show you how to make this video full screen. Right now it is not full screen, and the only mission in this lecture is to just make this video full screen with an overlay on top of it. Let us do it. For this video we added this video element, this one. And the ID value for this video element is home-bg-video. I'm going to apply style to this video element using its ID. I'll go back to style.css. Under the home comment, I'm going to select that video element with its ID. I'll write hash, and the ID value is home-bg-video. Let me make sure. Okay, it is home-bg-video. And after that I'm going to write opening and closing curly braces, and we are going to write CSS for this video element inside these curly braces. Alright, so the very first thing I'm going to set is the position property. I'm going to write CSS position property, and the position we are going to apply here is position of fixed. The reason we do that is because, if something is scrolling, I don't want this video to scroll along with it, so we are going to set it up like that. Also, we are going to determine where the position of this video element is going to be located. I want this video in the center of this browser window. And for that, I'm going to set the top and left positions. First, I'm going to set the top position. And the value for this top position is 50%. And it is going to move this video element 50% from the top. Now you can see that it just moved this video element 50% from the top. Next, I am going to set the left position, and the value for this left position is also 50%, and it is going to move this video 50% from the left. You can see that now this video is moved 50% from the top and 50% from the left. Next, along with these position values, I am going to use CSS transform property. I am going to write CSS transform property, and here I am going to define two values. The first value is translate x, and the value for this translate x is -50%. And what it is going to do, it is going to move this video 50% to the left from its current position. I'll write percentage, and you will see the output. Did you see? It just moved this video to the left 50% from its current position. Next, I'm going to define translate y value, and the value for this is also negative 50%. And what it is going to do, it is going to move this video 50% to the top. Alright, percentage, and you will see the result. And did you see, it just moved the video to the top with 50% value. The CSS transform property allows you to translate, rotate, scale and skew elements. It is an effect that lets an element change shape, size and position. In this case, we are going to translate this video element, and the values are translate x with negative 50% and translate y with negative 50%. The translate method moves an element from its current position. Now what these translate values are doing, these values have just moved this video element 50% to the left and 50% up from its current position. And now I am going to maximize this browser window, and you will see it exactly in the center of this browser window. Awesome. Next, I want to make sure that this transform property should work in all major browsers. So I'm going to select this transform property, and I'll straight go to edit, and I'll select this auto prefix option. You will see this option only if you have installed the auto prefixer extension, which I have installed in the beginning of this course. I'm going to select this auto prefix selection, and it is going to add browser vendor prefix for me. And you can see that it just added WebKit vendor prefix for me. And this prefix is going to make sure that this transform property will work perfectly on all the WebKit based browsers. Okay, I will move forward. Now let us go and stretch this video so we can see it as a full screen video. We are going to set CSS minimum width property. I'm going to write CSS minimum width property, and the value is 100%. And we are also going to set minimum height property, and the value is 100%. Now you see it is covering full screen. Awesome. And after that, we are going to go and just to make sure that things are looking good all the time, and also to maintain the aspect ratio all the time, we are going to set the normal width and height properties with auto. I'm going to write CSS width property, and the value is auto. And I'm also going to set the height property as auto. This is just to make sure that things will be okay all the time, and it will keep its aspect ratio all the time. So now we have this nice video on the background of Solo website, and it is also maintaining the aspect ratio. Next, we want to make sure that this video element is always going to be underneath everything. So I'm going to use CSS Z-index property. I'm going to write CSS Z-index property, and the value is -1. This negative value is going to make sure that this video element will be underneath of everything. Next, I'm going to do very important thing. Well, listen. If there is any browser out there that is not going to understand what the video tag is, and we have done few things in this CSS to make sure that certain browsers will support it. But just as the fail-safe, fallback method, contingency plan, whatever you call it, we are also going to give it a background image, and that background image is going to act as a cover that will show up only if the video is actually not working. Okay, let us set up the background for this video element as fallback. I'm going to write CSS background property, and I'm going to set the URL for this background, and the URL value is ... and look for video folder. Inside the video folder we have solo.jpg file. I'm going to write video, and inside this video folder I have solo.jpg file, and I'm going to use this image as a background for this video element in case if the video is not working. And I'm going to set the background image with no repeat. Once we got that in place, we are now going to do the last thing, which is where we are going to determine background size. And background size is CSS new feature. I'm going to write CSS background size property. And this background size is going to be cover, which will do exactly what it says, right? It will cover the background, so whatever the size of the browser window is, this is going to show up the way we want it. Or in other words, you say when background size is set to cover, it scales the background image to be as large as possible so that the background area is completely covered by the background image. I'll go ahead, I'll save my style.css. So these two lines are as a fallback method for video element. In case the video is not working, then it will show the background image for home section. Okay, we are done with video part. And next we have to place an overlay on top of this video element. And for overlay, we root a simple div with an ID home overlay. Let us apply CSS to this overlay div. I'm going to select home overlay, write hash, and the ID value is home-overlay. And inside these curly braces, I'm going to write CSS for home overlay. The very first thing I want to set for this overlay is black background with opacity. I'm going to write CSS background color property, and the value is RGBA. This is red, green, blue, and A for alpha, which is going to set the opacity for this color. And the values are 0, 0, 0. These three zeros are going to show black color, and we want to set the opacity with 0.8 value. This is black color with opacity. So it is going to set black color background for this overlay with opacity 0.8. Next, I want to make sure this overlay covers the whole web page. I'm going to set the width and height properties with 100% values. I'm going to set the width property and the value is 100%. And I'm also going to set the height property and the height is also 100%. So this is going to make sure that this overlay will cover the whole web page. Next, I'm going to position this overlay and the position value is fixed. The position fixed is going to make sure that this overlay will be fixed with regard of this browser window as we did for video element. And now you can see that there is an overlay on top of this video. Next, let me set the top and left dimensions for this position. First, I'm going to set the top position and the value is 0. And I'm also going to set the left position and the value for the left is also 0. And now you can see that we have this nice overlay on top of this video element. And in future we will put some content on the top of this video and you will be able to read it easily. If you like, you can visit this URL of W3 Schools and you can take a look at this overlay example. I am doing the same for Solo website. Okay, one last thing for this overlay, I am going to set the z-index property, and the z-index property value is -1, same as video element. And this is going to make sure that it is going to be underneath everything. I'm going to add the semicolon. Okay, now we have this full screen video and an overlay on top of it, and they're fixed on this web page. I'll go ahead, I'll save my style.css. In next lecture, I'm going to continue for home section and we will add content on top of this full screen video. I'll see you next class. Thanks.